What is up, everybody? Back with another video, and I'm going to be venting about the 9 to 5s like everybody else has been venting, but I have a different outlook. There's a way out. There's a way out. But I'm just look at the system. Look how it's fucking everybody. The system creates problems, and then they create a solution so they can make money. That's pretty much what is going on out here. Just take a look at it. The food industry creates patients for the healthcare industry, which really isn't even healthcare. They actually make you sicker or just take your money away from you. And it's getting a little ridiculous. Everywhere you look, there's problems that are created that could be fixed, but we have created these illusions like, all right, the food industry, eating hamburgers, drinking coffee, drinking alcohol, doing drugs, all that stuff leads to more money for the system. When you eat bad food, it's going to affect you over a long period of time, and you're going to have to go to the doctor to see what's wrong with you. And when you do drugs and you drink, then you have to go to there's a rehab place behind me right now because I'm doing catering, and there's a rehab place behind me, which is a few doors down from a daycare. That's blowing my mind. Like, that's the stuff we're doing out here. We got daycares next to rehab places. Like, they shouldn't even be near each other. But all they're doing out here is creating problems so that they can fix the problems, and you're happy. Like, no, nobody's happy. Everybody's mad. Everybody's pissed off out here, and it doesn't make any sense. None of this makes sense. And the only way to get the control back is to take full control of your life. Like, you got to take control of your food. You got to grow your own food, because even if you're eating healthy out here, the healthy foods have GMOs in them. They've been genetically modified and switched around. They're not like they used to be. So even eating healthy isn't really eating healthy like it once was. You have to grow your own food. You're going to have your own house off grid. You're going to have to collect rainwater. Water falls from the sky, but we pay for water. It falls from the sky. Sun provides electricity for us if we use solar panels. But we pay for electricity. We pay for electricity. These utilities that the system gives us, we could be getting them for free, but we have to pay for them. And the only way to separate yourself from the system and take control of your life or our lives is we have to go deep inside of us and make a change. Like, seriously, make a change. I'm going through changes right now. No drinking, no smoking, saving my money. I'm not chasing women. I'm focused on myself. I need to get my money right so that things are going to get worse. I guarantee you they're going to get worse. We haven't even seen things like they were in 2007. We're just on the edge of it. So we have to cut our expenses, period. Whether you have kids or you don't have kids, we have to cut expenses, cut out coffees, cut out drinking, cut out smoking, whatever you're smoking, cut out everything, and just work and save money. And don't spend money on these made up holidays that we don't need. We don't need any of these holidays. They don't do anything for us except see our family and our friends. That's the only thing they're good for. Everything else is a waste. It's a waste of time. And people with a lot of money, the system is working for them. So they're not going to be able to tell you how to get out the system because the system is working for them. And that's just what it is. You have to be middle class or you have to be below middle class to see what is really going on and seeing how it's affecting people out here. Things are not the way God intended them to be for us. Fruit grows on trees. Water falls from the sky, and we can build houses with wood, lumber, sticks, leaves, mud. I mean, you can even buy a shed. I have nothing against the housing that the system provides. It's overpriced. So you have to go smaller. Tiny homes, storage containers, sheds, barn dominiums, all of that stuff has to come into play because everything is too expensive and things need to get worse so people can see what is going on. Things are changing right now. That's why things are getting so hectic right now in the system. You know, even putting your money in the stock market on a level is a scam because we buy stocks, we get regular stocks. When a corporation or a very important person buys stocks, they can get preferred stocks. And their stocks, I haven't looked into it in a long time, but their stocks are preferred. Their stocks are more important than our stocks. And 401ks. We put our money into 401ks, which hedge funds control. And then what hedge funds do is they will buy a stock, dump the stock, short the stock, make money, and the stocks are low, and you're wondering why your stocks are low. And then they will buy a bunch of the stocks, and the stock will go back up. It's manipulation of the stocks, and all you can really do is ride the wave and choose the best times to buy, which is always low, and hoping that it goes back up. Because these corporations, they run everything. Stocks, food, healthcare, transportation, everything you can think of, they run it. And we really don't even need cars if they were building 15-minute communities. Look at all the other countries in Europe, anywhere else. Small towns, walking distance to everything, walking distance to work, walking distance to food, walking distance to activities. But in America, everything is so spread apart. Neighborhoods are over here, food is over here, healthcare is over here, childcare is over here. Nothing at all is in one place. So you have to drive everywhere. So you have to use a car. So you have to buy tires. So you have to get oil, and you have to do it repeatedly. And people are paying $700 average for a car right now that is new. You know, I'm just sick and tired of the BS. It makes no sense. I'm at the point where I'm done. I'm done with all the BS and going off grid, and that is my goal. I'm going off grid. I don't want to be connected to the utilities. When you're connected to the utilities, they got you. You're going to get a bill every month, every 3 months for your water, and that's just what it is. And even if you invest, you're taking a risk. And it's best just to save your money. It's best just to save your money, put it on your bed, and wait, because everything is controlled by the government. They can take your money at any time. They can close your accounts. They can freeze your accounts. And these things do happen. If you research them on the internet, people will tell you that these things have happened to them. It just doesn't make sense. A 9 to 5 is not where it's at anymore. And the only way to get out is to control everything in your life and become self-sufficient. That is the only way. There's no other way. I don't even think it matters what country you go to or where you go to. They may be doing less of trying to control you, but they're still controlling you, which is, I guess we have to be okay with that. So go to the lesser of the evils, and people, do your research. Maybe leave the country. Maybe if you're sick of your 9 to 5, find a remote job. If you have kids, remote job may be the best for you, because you can't just do Uber and Grubhub and catering apps and delivering and truck and delivery apps. All these things are options for you to get out the system. And the main thing is to control your time. Because when you have a job, it's hard for you to come home and research how to make more money or opportunities out there. And opportunities usually come to you when you have more free time. But who has free time? You work 8 hours a day, hour commute to work, hour commute home, You're thinking about work before you get there. You're thinking about work after you get home. You're thinking about your projects. And these are mostly for office jobs. Now, if you're a trash man or you're doing any other simple job, you have an advantage because you're not thinking about your job while you're not at it. If you just pick up trash and throw it in the dumpster and that's what your job is, that's actually a benefit to you because you have time to think when you're after work and before work. Simple jobs give you more time to think. I do Uber. I don't think about it before and I don't think about it after. I just wake up, I turn on the button, and I do what I gotta do. And then after, I can think about other things. And even during the day, I have time to think about what I want to do moving forward. And I believe that is the only way to get us free from this BS. Self-sufficiency above all means. Because things are bad right now, they will get better, but then people will get back into the regular routine and be okay with what's going on. So now is the time for change. Now is the time to think about where you want to be in 5 or 10 years and start saving and moving towards it. And start cutting out the things that don't matter. $5, $6, $8 coffee doesn't even matter. The reason we're drinking coffee is because we're tired and we need energy. We wouldn't need the energy if we weren't being pushed into the ground by how much we're working. We wouldn't need coffee. We wouldn't need a 5-hour energy. We wouldn't need any of that. All we would need is to eat the fruit off the trees and eat the fish and eat whatever you eat. But no, we have to come up with these extra things that we need to get by. The only reason people do drugs is because life is hard. They don't do them for any other reason. Maybe they do them for fun, to open up their mind, but then people get addicted. And then they end up in rehab. Another industry that was created by the system. If there was no drugs, there would be no rehab. People have to face their problems head on and deal with them. Think about it. Please think about all the things that you do to try to solve a problem, but look at what the problem actually is and see if the problem was created by the system or was it created by something else. You know, like water. We drink water that comes through a pipe and they're corroded, so we can't drink the water out of the faucets anymore. We have to go to the store and buy water for whatever you pay for water. A bottle of water is $3. A bottle of water is $3 for a decent, good water. It doesn't make sense out here, people. I hope people are seeing what is going on, and I hope this has made you see what I have seen. I hope this has resonated with you in some way. I hope this can help you see what is going on in some way. I hope this makes you see that you are not the problem. You are not the problem. The problem is the system. We should be able to wake up from whatever structure we build, walk outside, grab fruit and vegetables, cook them, eat them, and then have nothing else to do for the rest of the day. We should be able to call friends and family and spend time with them, but you can't because everybody's working. Everybody's working, so even when you have free time to do stuff with friends and family, they don't have time because they're stuck at work. So this message needs to get out to as many people as possible so they can see what is going on, so they can free themselves from the shackles. And we have to give everything up. We can't be worried about fancy cars and fancy clothes and fancy jewelry and try to impress people because that's part of the system. That's part of the system. I don't have much more to say. I'm going to have more videos coming out. I hope this can help people in some way. If you have any comments, leave them below. Let me know what you think about this. And if this resonates with you, hit the like button. I appreciate it greatly. I hope everybody has a great day. God bless.